the last numerical, we have seen the design of sewer running half, and now we will see the design of sewer when running partially. That is, when the ratio of depth of flow, that is small d, and the total depth capital D is 0.7. So the numerical is design a sewer running 0.7 times full at maximum discharge. That means when the discharge is maximum, the sewer is running 0.7 times the total depth for a town provided with the separate system. And the system, the sewerage system is separate system. Serving a population of 80,000, the population of the town is 80,000. The water supply is 190 LPCD, and the value of Manning's coefficient of the rugosity coefficient is 0.013, and permissible slope is 1 in 600, that is 1 by 600. The given is the population is given as 80,000. Then water supply for one person, that is the requirement of one person is 190 LPCD liters per day. Then assume the conversion factor is 80%, that is 0.8. It means out of the total quantity of water supply, 80% of the water supply is converted into sewage. Then small d by capital D is 0.7, that is small d is the depth of flow and capital D is the total depth. Its ratio is 0.7. The slope is 1 by 600, and the value of small n, that is the rugosity coefficient or the Manning's coefficient, is 0.013. Let's see how to calculate. First, we have to calculate the dry weather flow. So for the dry weather flow, we have to find the quantity of water consumed or the quantity of water supply. The total quantity of water consumed is equal to the population into the water consumed by one person. Water consumed by one person is 190 liter per day, and the population is 80,000. After putting this value, we will get the total water consumed as 80,000 into 190 liters per day. So, and the dry weather flow is given as total water supply into the conversion factor. What is and conversion factor is 0.80, and the total water supply is 80,000 into 190. After putting this value, we will get the value of dry weather flow as 12.16 into 10 raised to 6 liter per day. This value is in terms of liters per day. If you want to convert liter per day in a liter, meter cube per second or liter per second, then we have to uh, uh, then we have to convert liter into meter cube. That is 1 liter is equal to 10 raised to minus 3 meter cube, and for the conversion of d into second, that is in 1 day there are 24 hours, and in 1 hour there is a 60 minutes, and in 1 minute there is a 60 seconds. Total, hence total conversion factor of d into second is 24 into 60 into 60. After putting all these value, the conversion of liter and the conversion of d, we will get the dry weather flow as 0.14 meter cube per second. Then maximum sewage discharge is equal to 3 times the average discharge, and the average discharge is 0.14 meter cube per second. Make note that here the conversion of liter to meter cube is not given, so please make note of that. Okay. Then we have found that maximum sewage discharge is equal to 3 times average, that is 0.42 meter cube per second. Then in the given numerical, it is given that the sewer is running 0.7 times full. Okay, that means the depth of flow, the ratio of the depth of flow to the total depth is 0.7. In the previous numerical, the depth of flow and the total depth is 0.5. In that case, the quantity of sewage running half and the quantity of sewage running full, and its ratio is also half. But in this case, it is not the same. That's why for the d by d ratio 0.7, we have q by q, small q by capital Q as 0.838. This value I have got from this table. This table represents the hydraulic elements of circular sewers running partially full. Okay. For the value of small d by capital D as 0.7, we have the value of q by q as 0.838. Okay, in this value, in this table, all the possible d by d ratio and their corresponding v by b and q by q value and r by r and p by p and a by p values are given. Okay, so for a small d by capital D is 0.7, we have we have q by q as 0.838. That is from the this value is from the table. Then after putting the value of small q as 0.42, small why it is taken as small q 0.42, because this at small q the sewer is not running full. Okay, that's why it is taken as small q. Capital Q indicates the quantity of sewage running, quantity of sewage when the sewer is running full of sewage. Okay, so at that time the quantity of sewage is 0.5. It is calculated from this formula, 0.5 meter cube per second, and we know this formula q is equal to va, and the value of v from the Manning's coefficient is 1 by n r raised to 2 by 3 into s raised to 1 by 2. In this equation, we have the only one unknown, that is d. The value of q is 0.5. Then 1 upon n value is 0.013. Then area is pi by 4 d square, capital D square. Here we have taken capital D because here the quantity of sewage is also the capital Q. Okay. Then R is d by 4 raised to 2 by 3. For fully, when the sewer is running full, the value of R is d by 4, and this quantity of sewage is for fully running sewer. Okay, and the value of S is given as 1 by 600. After putting all these values, we get the value of D as 0.78 meter. That means we have to design the sewer for the dimension of 0.78 meter. Okay, then at the when the sewer is running full, then what will be the velocity? At that time the velocity is 1.04 meter per second. It is calculated by this formula, q is equal to area into velocity, and the value of q is 0.5 and the area is pi by 4 d square, and the value of d is 0.8. 0.78. After putting this value, we get the value of velocity as 1.04 meter per second. Then from table, for the value of small d by capital D for a 0.7 value, we have the value of v by v as 1.12. Small v indicates the uh, velocity of sewage flow when the sewer is running 0.7 times. Okay, and capital V is the velocity of sewage when the sewer is running full. Okay, we have the value of capital V, but we don't have the value of small v. So after putting the value of capital V in this equation, we will get the value of small v as 1.17 meter per second. That means when the sewer is running 0.7 times full, then the velocity of sewage is 1.17 meter per second. Then we have to check for the minimum flow. That means at minimum flow whether the whether the sewage is running with self-cleansing velocity or not. If the sewage is not running with the same self-cleansing velocity, then it may create problems in future. That's why we have to check it for the minimum flow velocity. We know that minimum flow in the sewer is the 1/3 times the average flow, and average flow is already calculated in the previous slide. That's why here it is directly written as 0.114 meter cube per second is the average flow, and 1/3 is the multiplication factor. So Q minimum is equal to the 0.047 meter cube per second. Okay. Again, we have to at this point we have to find the value of velocity. Okay, so again we have to find the ratio of q by q. From the ratio of q by q, we get the ratio of v by v. Okay, from that table, and from v by v, we have to calculate the value of. We have to find the value of small v. So now q minimum by q capital is equal to q minimum value is 0.047 upon 0.42 is equal to 0.01. That is q minimum by capital Q is 0.11, and for this value we have small v by capital V as 0.65. let's see the table again. Here we have the value of small q by capital Q as 0.1, but in this column there is no value indicating 0.11. Okay, but the 0.11 value lies in between this and this value, that is 0.088 and 0.196. Okay, that means the value of v by v will also lies in between these two values. Hence, by interpolating these all these values, we get the value of small b by capital B as 0.65 by using interpolation. Okay, then the velocity at minimum flow is equal to 0.65 into capital B as 1.04 meter per second. Uh, then and its value is 0.68 meter per second, which is the minimum and the minimum requirement for the self cleansing velocity is 0.45. Hence our design is satisfactory. No, hence there is no need of changing the design. Thank you and have a nice day.